Hello, Trine Thunder fans. We are almost there, hours away from the football season. This Thursday night here at Zollner Stadium on the campus of Trine University. Head coach Troy Abbs with me today. My name is Geoffrey Chiles, previewing the 2018 season. Coach, such a great year last year. You go in 11-1, you win the MIAA, and you advance to the postseason for Trine for the first time in a while. When you think back on that season, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
We got a group of young men that really did a good job of putting football third in their lives, and we say that. We ask that our guys put their faith in their family as their number one priority, make their academics their second priority, and then put their football third in front of video games and all the other distractions that college kids have. And I thought that our team last year did an amazing job of putting football third. And we were also extremely fortunate. One of the biggest difference between last season and the previous 2 or 3 or 4, quite honestly, we stayed away from the injury bug last year. And I think a big part of being able to do that was getting up on people by quite a bit rather early in games.
And they're able to rotate and roll in all different levels of players, and that's something every football coach hopes for, is that you don't get bit by the injury bug. But looking at last year and sort of transitioning into this year, what did you and your staff learn the most about winning and winning at that elite level that you can take forward?
Well, it comes down to attention to detail and effort and energy and great leadership. I mean, we had an amazing senior class last year, and I think we've got some great seniors this year that'll do a great job leading this program in the right direction.
Well, taking a quick look back at last year, you can't think about last year if you don't think about your quarterback, Evan Weiss. First team all-conference, threw for over 1,000 yards, rushed for over 1,000 yards. Just a phenomenal talent, what he was able to do for you last year. But now your focus turns to the trenches this year. Who's going to protect him? Who's going to provide pass protection? And then under center, who will be the leader of this offense? And what are you looking for most out of that offensive unit?
Well, I mean, number one, it all starts up front with the offensive line. We're extremely blessed that Andrew Hagar, a senior from Fairfield High School, is coming back for his 9th semester, and he will play football. He had an injury his junior year, was not able to play at all, so he did not use the upper year of eligibility. He's taking a few classes right now to finish up his degree. So having back a senior first-team all-conference player is huge. A couple of the other holes on the offensive line will be filled by some guys that got a lot of playing time last year. Noah Meeker played a lot of downs at guard, and Eric Peters, a sophomore from Fort Wayne Homestead High School, saw a lot of downs at our big tight end position last year. So those guys played in the conference championship game. Those guys played in playoff games. They've played in big games against great competition. So when it all comes down to it, if you have a secure nucleus in your offensive line, good things can happen. Obviously, our offense really centers around the running back position. We feel like we've got 3 great running backs this year, and Lamar Carswell, Deion Stenson, and Keyshawn Edwards. We're going to miss Mark Wilson. It's a huge loss. I mean, he's a great player for us last year, but a lot of what we were able to do at the quarterback position centered around what everyone else was able to do. The weapons on the outside with Jeffrey Barnett, and we're confident that Andrew Duckett and Brandon Winters will come in and do a good job and lead our offense a lot of the same way that Evan did.
Well, it begins and ends with Trine football with that running back position, and that really sets everything in motion. When we take a look further outside of the formation at those receivers, Jeffrey Barnett, you have Elijah Klepper coming back as a senior leader at tight end. How will the philosophy change, and maybe if it doesn't, how will the balance happen between run and pass this season?
When you have a huge weapon like Lamar Carswell, I mean, we're going to do a lot of the same things and expand on our offensive package. We did a lot of things differently throughout the course of the year using Lamar and Evan. I think we can do a lot of the same things using Lamar and Andrew and Brandon.
Well, previewing Thursday night, just hours from now, you're taking on Manchester, and what's become kind of an annual tradition, taking on Manchester, non-conference first game of the year. Seems like it's going to come down to the Trine offensive line and the Manchester defensive front, which is just loaded with upperclassmen. Is that how you seeing it play out on Thursday night, and what will you guys do to secure the victory?
The team that gets the W is going to be the team that makes the least number of mistakes. It's the first game of the year. Guys are nervous. that sometimes their feet go a little bit faster than their brain, so to speak. And we've got to make sure that we're the team that makes the least number of mistakes, and that we play 4 quarters of Thunder football.
We're almost there. Trine and Manchester football kicking off at Zollner Stadium on Thursday night. You can watch all the action on our live stream, TrineThunder.com. And for Coach Abbs, I'm Geoffrey Chiles saying so long. Tune in Thursday night, 7 o'clock on the Trine Broadcasting Network.